Hello and welcome again for another 6 scale review. I'm really excited about this one, and it's not that I couldn't wait, but I thought stuff it. I will give it a review straight off the bat. So I've pretty much just got this in. I've just opened it up about 5 minutes ago, and I'm gonna go through the review with you guys. So as you can see, it's Sideshow's 6 scale figure of IG 88. And here he is. Now, first impressions are like, wow, there's so much detail on him. Articulation was a bit sort of iffy to start off with when I first picked it up and thought, geez, how am I going to pose him? But after just playing around with him for a little while, I found out that the articulation is way better than what I first thought. But with this piece, it's just exciting because I'm bringing the band back together, the Scum and Villainy band. So without any further ado, let's have a look. Now, I've got him posed with his guns. He comes with 2 guns. He comes with the DLT-20 blaster rifle and the E11. There's the... I'll take them off in a minute. And here's the E11 blaster. So this is the Stormtrooper blaster. Like, if you're a die-hard collectible fan, you'll be getting a fair few, you'll be getting a build-up of E11 blasters, because these are your Stormtrooper blasters. Nice looking gun. There's no wear on it. It looks like it's come straight off the production line. I love these guns. I love weapons. Can't get enough of weapons. So that's great. Stock standard blaster there. And then another one. I'll just take this off. One thing I have sort of noticed with it is I think you got to be careful with him, because it feels like there's a lot on him that could just break. So, and here is the DLT-20 blaster rifle. As you can see, that's got some wear on it. That's not as new looking as the E11 blaster. So this is probably his more of gun of choice, and the E blaster's probably assassinated a new Stormtrooper and took his gun. So that's it. Good detail. Love it. And with this figure, you're not going to get too much extra. It's pretty stock standard stuff. You don't get, well, for an example, here's the stand. Hasn't even got Star Wars on it. So I'll probably have it on the back. See, I haven't even looked at this yet. There you go. So black, flat black stand. Pretty boring. Anywho, let's get to, I'll show you the Bandolier. I'll just get him to stand up. So he comes with this Bandolier. It's got a strap sort of belt thing on it, as well as these little tools, the instrument pins, so you can pull them out like so, and they just fit in there. Nice touch. As well as these things, these pouches, they don't do much, they just sit there. But one thing with this Bandolier is that this strap at the back, so that goes at the front like that. I suppose you could have it either way. You could have that at the front as well. you see those things in there, they are magnets. And he also comes with these concussion grenades. That's them there. Oops. And here's another one. So pretty flat sort of grenades that stick to it. They stick to you, to the bandolier, like that. So you can put the bandolier around him, and you can just put all those concussion grenades on it. So that's a nice touch. I really like that. That'll look good on him. Yeah, quite nice. But other than that, there is nothing else. So you got the bandolier with the concussion grenades, the instrument pins, they come out, and the guns, the DLT 20 blaster rifle and the E11 blaster. So that is it. But the real showpiece is the figure himself. So as you can see with his head, he's got his eyes there, and that articulates around. I'll make a point in this video to show the articulation, because this one's got some serious articulation on here that when I first looked at it, I didn't think it had. So the head sort of spins around, like both the bottom and the top section there, which is good. He's got these shoulder pads there. He's got his arms. Now they, I'll show you this side. They can go out like so, as well as articulate around fully, both arms. So, and they rotate up there as well as down here at the elbow, and the elbow moves in and out as well, like so. And then you got his his hand attachments there. Now they're very, there's no real tension on there. They're very loose. So it would have been, I think it would have been nice to have them a bit more tensioned up. It'll probably go better with the posing with the guns. And yeah, there. So as you can see with the articulation, it can go, it's pretty full on. You can go up, down, around, out the back. And as a droid, that totally makes sense. So yeah, very happy with that. Now you go up to the waist. He sort of pivots in the middle there. Around his, not much, he's got little pistons there that move up and down as well. So that's pretty cool. There's not too much movement there, just a little bit. Oh, and his head goes back and forth a little bit too. So as a droid, it makes sense. So it's pretty cool. Now we go down to the legs. So you got the waist movement there, and then the legs. Now this, I freaked out because I thought I was starting to break him. But you got the, it's not the hip joint, it's like the lower leg limb like that. So you got that bit that goes up there, and then you got the knee that bends as well. So you got that sort of lower leg, upper leg movement, knee, and your foot, the feet of it. So that's moves up and down like that. So that's got a bit of movement in it. But these joints, they just come out. They're just a ball joint, just sitting there like that. So I popped it out before, and I thought, oh geez, what have I done? But as you can see, that just pops back in there, and it sits like there. So you can move him around. But with this figure as well, is that, see in the knee area there, that, we'll have a look at that there. See if I can do it on the run. Oh, I don't like doing this. See that came out. See? So you can extend the legs on him, and you can do that on the other side as well. So that's why they've put these sort of hydraulic cables in really loose and floppy, because the leg extends out. Isn't that cool? So I'll put that back up for now. There, like that. So there you have it. Now I'll just show you the finer details on it of him. The body, see, it's got that sort of pin there. That's, you wouldn't want to touch that too firm, it'll pierce you. But there you got the rubber shoulder pads. You got the head. I'll go the feet first. So you got the feet there, like little blasters or jets on his feet. Then you got those cables, hydraulic cables. So the amount of detail on it's really quite amazing. It looks better than what I was thinking. And while I'm looking at it with my own eyes, I'm seeing things that I didn't notice when I was looking at the Sideshow website when they had photos of him up. So like that, see, that is fairly loose. I would have liked that to be a bit more firmer, but I'll show you the guns in a minute. So that's it. You got your pistons and God knows what most of the stuff is on here. But as you can see, good detail, a lot of pistons and things and that droids would have. Like that, and the head. Now I'll quickly show you the head. This comes out like that, and it's got a battery pack in there. So you just put that in like so, and you touch the top and he lights up. Isn't that cool? That looks better too in real life, but as you can see, there's lots of holes in there that light up, so that's a nice touch. Awesome. And with the guns, now the guns go in certain hands. So the DLT-20, this one here, that goes in his left arm, and you can tell that because see that hole right there? You got a spot off the gun, so that goes in that hole, and that's what secures it to the arm. So you're not really depending on these like flimsy sort of hands that aren't sort of tensioned up. So the gun sits in that hole there. And as for the E11 blaster, see that sort of mount there, that goes at the bottom, and I'll see if I can show you. That sort of sits in there. You see how that clips on there? And you've got a hole, I don't know if you can see that, at the bottom of the gun, and that hole goes into that sort of spike there, like so, and then that sits in there, and that's what secures it. So once again, these little hand things, they're not really there for too much. They just sort of, you just sort of clamp them on, but the whole weight of the gun is more resting on the arm. It's the upper forearm. So yeah. Now one thing I did find with him when I was having a bit of a play and putting his guns on is that these guns sit on, especially this one, sits on his arm really loose, which is annoying because it's sort of being a long gun, it sort of points down a little bit and it's just like floppy, so I have to get a little bit of blue tack, which annoys me because I don't like using blue tack on figures. I put a bit of blue tack on there and put it in the hole just to hold it a bit better, a bit more firmly, so it's not so loose. So that's a disappointment, but you know, when you're posing him, you're best off getting him in the pose position, putting the gun in. You know, he'll sit there and he'll look the part. So I'm not too disappointed with that, to be frank. But I'll get the guns back on him and I'll get him in a pose position and we'll have a look. Okay, there he is. He's got his bandolier on and he's standing up. One thing I will say is these joints here are very weak, like they're very loose, and that sort of comes out a bit when you go to move it up. So it would be nice for it to be a little bit firmer, like his shoulder joints. These joints here are really firm. But a quick wrap up, I like him. He's got a lot of detail on him. He looks good. He poses good for a droid. And he's going to look awesome with all of his bounty hunter mates. What was that? I can't hear you. What? Do you want to see him next to the bounty hunters that I got? But you know, maybe I should wait until the end and then put them all together. And then you'll be able to see them. Oh, come on, stand up. He's not standing. There. Well, maybe I should keep you in suspense until, I don't know, until I get them all. Which will be, I think the last one I'm getting is Dengar in January, February 2018. Look, just for you guys, I'll do it. And here is 4 Lom. Now I'm going to put them together so it gives you a good idea of the height as well. So there's 4 Lom. Oh, come on. There's 4 Lom there. And my other bounty hunter, which is everyone's favourite, Boba Fett. So I'll put Boba Fett there. So the band is coming together. Look at that. The bounty hunters. And look how high IG-88 is. They're pretty much 4 Lom and Boba Fett are sort of the same. Boba Fett's maybe a little bit taller, going about shoulder height, a little bit higher than shoulder height on IG-88. So fantastic. I'm so excited that I'm getting them all. I'll mount them all together once this is all finished. But it's great that you guys can come along and have a look at these reviews with me. So please like and share my videos. Plenty more reviews to come. Yeah, cheers guys. Take care and stay tuned for more. Bye for now.